What up, guys? Josh here from Polymathics. And first of all, I want to say thank you so much for coming to my site and checking this out. I hope the information you find on here is valuable and can be used in your everyday life. For those of you that are unfamiliar with what a polymath is and what Polymathics is all about, really quick, what I'd like to do is just give you a rundown of why this site might be important to you. And so hopefully in 60 seconds or less, I'm going to give you a really quick history lesson. Roughly around the industrial age, the Western culture sort of formed this paradigm that's kind of swept the world, which is specialism, right? And the monomath, which is someone who is good at one thing, and they go to school, they learn basic skills, then they go to college and they become a specialist and they learn those skills very, very well. Then they go out into the world, they get hired onto a company, stay with that company for 20 or 30 years, then retire, and their whole life was spent basically doing that one skill. And a lot of times, that skill is normally the same or very similar to what their father did, or their mother did, or their grandfathers before them, right? So these things were passed down for many generations. However, the past few decades, with the advent of the computer and the proliferation of the internet, information has become ubiquitous. And with the benefits of that have also come new challenges. We face problems that we've never faced before. We face issues, both intellectual and moral, that we could have never anticipated back in the day, because we just weren't at that capacity yet. And now that we're here in this time, the pendulum is shifting. It's time for a new paradigm. And so really quick, so let's talk, like, what is a polymath? The root words come from the Greek and maybe it's Latin, but I'm pretty sure it's Greek. Poly meaning many and math meaning subject. So a person, the term means a person who is knowledgeable in many subjects. And so the perfect example of this would be Leonardo da Vinci, right? The everyman, the Renaissance man. And this is not to be confused, or this is normally confused with a jack of all trades and master of none. But really what a polymath is, the real difference, the real nuance here, is that a polymath is a jack of all trades and master of some. And the thing is that in those subjects that they master, they are so close to the heartbeat of what's going on in the world that they're able to find connections between seemingly unrelated topics. And normally these connections are the things that have ushered in a new era of understanding, discovery, invention, and humankind has been taken to new horizons and different levels. And so, other examples would be like Galileo, Einstein. I mean, the list goes on and on. So my purpose and what I hope you will find to be the reason why you keep coming back is that I want to provide you guys with a new mindset to look at the world, a new way to find connections and to master skills that maybe you thought were impossible for you. And it really does take a bit of a mind shift. You don't have to be a genius. These men started out just like you and I, regular everyday people, and they had far less resources available to them at that time than we do today. And yet they were so much more productive. And not even more productive. They were just incredible. They were outstanding in what they did. And I believe that we're on the brink of a new era where the polymath paradigm, the mindset, the methodology, it's going to explode. We're already seeing it. There are modern day polymaths out there in the world right now, killing it, just doing great, amazing things, and doing, you know, so much for society and other people and their families and themselves. And so here I am, and I hope that you find this information to be very helpful. And so lastly, I will say that so with all of this information, if you guys can't see behind me, I've got all kinds of geeky paraphernalia and stuff like that. I'm not a stuffy dude. I love comics. I love superheroes. I love science fiction and fantasy. There's going to be tons of similes and analogies and just hopefully a lot of great fun for everybody. But and the purpose of this entire thing is so that when you go into your everyday life and you take these things, you're not being productive and spinning your wheels. You're not being effective and tricking yourself into thinking that being faster and better than someone else is the key to success. You're being effective. You're using the most appropriate tools and personnel and people and ideas to tackle the problem at hand and tailor a solution that's going to benefit everyone. So if that's something that you seem interested in and that you'd like to hear more about, feel free to peruse my convolutions. And anyways, so again, thank you so much for coming to the site, and hope to see you soon. Take it easy.